Say one of that put him Namepa weekend. Koku. Oh, say as a no car. I am Manchester United for no yes, as a one poor master. Bagaku, ye di hun koma. At this point in time, Manchester United babia ujinano. Goals are goalkeeper ya concede. Onana concede, Onana firma call. If you go in for a goalkeeper, now goalkeeper and about team, now you can't trust him to be in your post. Manchester City derby, a derby that are losing the glory. Derby not losing the glory. Manchester derby, no, and maybe a Manchester derby. Currently, as we speak, Manchester derby and Manchester derby game because Manchester City for whom Manchester United 12 match. This are Manchester derby. That one, Diana McCann was a last Manchester derby no boy, no. One of the boring derbies we will get. And it came to pass. And we are losing the ground. If Pep Guardiola bet me trust Gigi Donnarumma say on the post more because of Kakofenaba, and he feels he said, "By tried and tested, he's a proven goalkeeper. Baby Awakubiano, he's proven Zampa. He's a top-notch goalkeeper. Look at him at AC Milan when he was a young chap. Or benching a brap and a team bench.
Yeah,
he moved from AC Milan to Paris Saint-Germain. What they've yearned for since still no about we are the Champions League. What help you to win the Champions League? And it's because of Neoma Paris Saint-Germain for one person probably he is going in India. So he's a proven goalkeeper with the Italian national team in terms of national team football. He's a proven goalkeeper in terms of football. La Liga, Serie A, the French and Championship, and even in the Champions League. So Manchester City can trust himself. A woman so buy no money 20 be a bro so dear, but they can trust the Manchester derby that are losing the relevance uncle them because they trust him and because he's proving. You went in for a goalkeeper that only proving Usro so no to Manchester derby ni mo hana ka fast maba. That means then there was no point in saying Onana, Onana no wako. Because if definitely Banyande Kwako Daponim and still on a better Manchester derby, there is no point. They should tell you say, nay, so I'm call for a goalkeeper that or a world class. A goalkeeper that nobody me who's I'm trusting this person to be our goalkeeper. If Gigi Donnarumma Dieno na on Manchester United, Manchester United had the opportunity to get a bunch of friends here, Emi Martinez. Alonso is a proven goalkeeper when it comes to the English Premier League. He is a goalkeeper that wanted more minutes than one year Arsenal. He left Arsenal to team a friend here, Aston Villa, and sent a minister who can say, "Ye Bonnie Dimo Yasia." He's proven himself, Sampa. He needed to go away from Arsenal shadows, no Kodani post more Aston Villa, and he's proven he's a World Cup winner. And the tournament that Wakono were proving Sampa when go that even at Aston Villa that a middle club, a football association, and I say in English football, no, he's been there. Proving each and every single time. When it's in the post, you could see, sir, the confidence level is top notch and everything seems to be working for Abantia, your friend Emi Martinez. Manchester United for now for Bia. They've went in for a goalkeeper that Nipana Yasuo Messinano was making errors leading to goals. The same person in a league that is not even closer to the Premier League was also making errors to come and replace him. Oba and you see him trust no ever in opponent for Manchester United. That should tell you the kind of goalkeeper Omagako Fanaba. Manchester United need to be doing things the right way. But be a Manchester United that do no. I don't want to be as say on him back catcher me say they are not playing in Europe. Louis van Gaal was not playing in Europe, but he attracted top quality players. Yes, I time na Di Maria about Manchester.
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic moved now by Manchester United at a point in time, and Manchester United in that level when he's Manchester United now. So if coaches and Manchester United team know attracted that players they should be able to attract the players again. Because regardless Manchester United giving us symbolic performance on the field of play, outside the field, they are one of the top teams who we are still more enjoy or more brown marble. So they should be able to attract players that will be general Manchester United. I've said this goalkeeper, I don't trust him. And I don't believe he's going to solve Manchester United problems. Dadana. Manchester United, when they are replacing their goalkeepers, they suffer. Last time we had a tonight from Peter Michael, so Barbie Van der Sar, so Bates, Munina, they suffer to replace their goalkeepers. It's over Tobia. I don't think the feelings opportunity number. They should get Amy Martinez and I say Gigi Donnarumma. Because these two goalkeepers tried and tested. They are proven. Dinka in Manchester commit my bomb. But goalkeeper we mu there. Ever said they will Canada no. The bien we bet me as
Arabia ze omo me check here. Oze omo past two goalkeepers at Manchester derby no. Say a show more goals na here ba. But we new goalkeeper and of course a young goalkeeper no so any dey na ba. Nu dey be that pool mu na Man City is o mani abia results nkoyi. Na quarter fast na we so be 6 ah. Kwa guze jana dumo.
Over Manchester United Manchester City injury list. It shouldn't scare Manchester United. So me serious this season now. Look at the players on the injury list for Manchester City. The match in Nkwana Kasamadi Kaka was a Lucy Sade na ewu no. Now you talk about it gidigidi no. A Lucy enti enya match din sa the first na eziti ani biem.
No, no bo ameka crowd. Din maba ko bare enya din maba.
O mienu ni na ada form.
Sa.
Manchester City bring that form. And look at the results of Munyaye going to the break. You buy a lot of injuries. And that form, Manchester United so that form. And now what that would last derby na Gary Neville Kano. The home come say derby of course one of the boring derbies around. Nobody is willing to take risk. Nothing. The time that you bought Manchester derby, you bought derby na teams ampa. This is something that Adia more thing mood. Say you lose and then if you can't trust your goalkeeper in this game, can you trust him? Say he'll be the one to take you from that pit out them as a Manchester United team when it comes to your goalkeeping issues. The Manchester United there. Omwajina babi omujina na. Omujina fa akuna. Omatu omona mmienu akwa ni omatu bebe 15 about chile with this goalkeeper makofa na ba. He's a young goalkeeper. Or a lot of room to improve and all that. But the Manchester United coach they have a long way to go. And send you can dadanwa sani besifako. Kogu area say a team nipa bia nimne level. Nipa bia so timi who say this is my level. Jack Grealish who say and someone me an kasa me kanfa Frank Lampard who na me gidi wo Frank Lampard ho no yampa. Frank Lampard pepre ne ho be fa Premier League football when na onuru ho. Because of ehu adwuma ye no Derby County. Pepre ne ho be fa Chelsea back to back ni na anko yamfa ma no ekofa other teams shambolic. But we call back to a where he belongs no. We've seen the kind of performance he's giving. That is the same thing I'll say about Brandon Jack Grealish. But who this is a player now call Aston Villa team anymore. He was their champion. He was their god. No more worshiping no with the performance he was giving. Of Rock or Manchester City. Let's establish this fact. Koku, some players can't take the pressure playing for big teams at the back.
Oh, and there is a factual way.
Some players are settling on one game a week. Your both game no weekend we are. I will take from Monday to Friday to play another game. But Manchester City, you won't get it that way. Maybe Chelsea currently, Liverpool, Arsenal, Barcelona, Real Madrid, you won't get it. So some players, regardless how they will come and perform, but the fact remains that some of the players can't adjust. And the more reason why I believe that the Everton move, if made permanent, it will be a move that will be favor Brandon Jack Grealish. For the first time in his Premier League career, he's won a Player of the Month. Not even when he was performing for Aston Villa or Player of the Month, you know. But this time around, after say now a ball game back to back to say what ball game and there, the flow week no ball game no. It's dated back to 2023 December. And a ball back to back game the man team defend Manchester City. So was starting game near there. Now the following was starting. But when you say no team a friend Everton and look at the performance he is giving. He is liberated. Kwaku, the Everton fans, no, Omonia fans say you play one game for them and they are all over you. They don't do that. When Rooney had that, Omo Barcelona, and Ferguson had that when Omo Barcelona, Omo AC form. But for him to get this, look at how Omo more being in the crowd is to tell you that fans need nani and he's learned something from it. If you listen to Onipa on the call Everton, there's been Hall from Chelsea. He says that he's the first to enter and the last to leave the training ground. He's learned something from it. To go to Manchester City, the kind of level also competition in Bibiano. Now bet and opportunity to revive your career again. Looking at 2026 World Cup available, you don't have any excuse. You need to give your all. You need to let people know, say, maybe we are a victim of circumstances. We are a person that went to me and adjusted to a system and the demand of a top club. And it's the more reason why you failed. Now, what Jay, a year player of the month. I hope he continues. I'm not saying he's going to be the best player at the end of the season. But if he's able to keep up with the performance he's giving in the last 3 games or so in the Premier League, that what we need the August player of the month, he's going to go far. Next year, we're not kind of 1 year on the contract. So, team my friend Manchester City, pay 50 million pounds. Bibia Trese, Jack Grealish come Manchester City, only be more. And before Manchester United let go of him, so Uncle Bolo fire my Everton. They made it clear to Everton, say they need to pay that money if some turn up, which is 50 million pounds. A player that I can 1 year. That should tell you how they value him. And when he is able to convince the Everton faithfuls, the Everton top rankers, they would him say, I'm good enough. So you need to pay 50 million pounds for me, regardless I come 1 year. That is the performance he is giving. And he needs to continue like this if he is to stay at Everton. Because he shouldn't be thinking of going back to Manchester City. Because Manchester City need teams like Cristiano Bono, about top level football is not something that will be to me comprehending. So he needs to be in his league. And the league need teams that are less pressure. Go Manchester City, the reason why probably they even let him go this season is a make or break season for Pep Guardiola. For the first time in so many years, Pep Guardiola and Kasa, and one Kasa performance, or one Kasa they are giving the teams, ever be see a kind and this season. He needs to let people know, say, what happened to him last season, was something that I flash in the pan. It's not going to continue. If it continues, people will start to talk about him as we are always talking about using say, Akasi, So if on Bessie, he needs to prove, say, this season he is giving performance. And if you look at Jack Grealish, in the past, 10 years, in terms of achievement, winning the league, winning Champions League, and winning trophies. He's the biggest player that he has signed in some years. In terms of achievement. To a lot of pressure on so. Yes.
But on fire running, but I don't know about no see for me. Actually, no sound about me see for me. So we are also saying,
Who 30 years old for? Who do you know when you
need? Also in Shedding.
Who 30 a year if he's going to play to the top level, be more. When him say England for no, a do here. This is how they do it, especially young. Or double teams and getting now. When your team gets about no what tiaba, no a bon getting no dear seafoam, and no be an old
modest. Some money determine your Mondino. Say, I know with you.
When your money say,
Namoza may have that believe in English. England play a piano bit many longer. They are more like 15 solid years, performing better. Omo DNA to see. Omo DNA to see. Is it we were about how old boy? If it's about woman city, we about Everton, yes, some money. Contract extension on time. Omo the manner, over Sabo.
And you move, I don't think to prove something to Everton for no one fan permanent. Omo to me, I'm fan permanent. And the assembly. That is the only thing that obey me to keep it's safe at Team FN Everton.
Matiwa.
You come chama unya kasa.
Why?
Me chama.
Chama why?
Jackson unya kasa.
Ade.
Kasa ne Yados. The reason why he chose Bayern Munich near there because Bayern Munich for now should clear. He will come back to Chelsea. Probably Chelsea will need to sell him to another club. For a deal that will be 3 million, Chelsea now is eager for the deal to happen. We tell someone penny for the home commoner. He needs to start 40 games. Because unless something miraculous happens,
it's impossible.
So he needs to calm down.
Mate, my bro, you can't send me your Premier League in a chassis or